So, I didn't really want to do a video about this because it's not really the kind of content I normally do on this channel, but as a gaming focused channel, I thought it's important to talk about this because this is one of the biggest issues facing gamers right now, or anybody who enjoys video games, and that is the mass censorship efforts by conservative groups targeting payment processors on platforms like Steam and itch.io. Like this if you like video games, this affects you. Right, so probably the big one that was like the other day is like itch.io delisted all non-safe for work content, but also they delisted a lot more than that, and I'll get into that. But right, they cut down like so much. It's just pretty much by pressure from this group called Collective Shout. Again, they also, like a few days ago, there was a huge bunch of removals on Steam. Again, this conservative group that is targeting payment processors, right? They've been trying to get adult games removed from storefronts, right? Pretty much anything that to do with sex is being removed. And this is a huge problem, like I said, on Steam, people like, want to say, it's just it's just the sex games or whatever, which is like, I don't really play games like that. I'm sure a lot of you don't, but right there, but this was a bit more reach than you thought, because there was a few like, games that were flagged that weren't really problematic. Like this one here notes there are some confusing cases, like the removal of Ace Attorney inspired investigation game, Trials of Innocence, although this could be a coincidental deletion. Right, so this one, Trials of Innocence, I'll pull up the trailer here. It is literally, as it says, a Ace Attorney inspired game here, and we'll just play a few seconds of this trailer just to show you here. Like, this is not an adult game by any means. Like I said, see cross-examinations. It's like Ace Attorney.
Objection.
So he even says objection, right? So it's exactly what it says. This is not an adult game by any way it means, but it was removed from Steam the same day all these quote sex games were. And it might be because one of the achievements on the game has this title, which is a reference to a popular fashion trend in Asia. But if they're just doing dragnet sweeps and just removing stuff based on keyword matches, you'll get a lot of false positives like this, and just because one word in the game, the whole game gets deleted because of something so silly. Like, it's silly. This just shows how far-reaching and how dangerous these are. But the ones on itch.io it's far more reaching. They removed something like 20,000 games. And also, it's not just games. Itch.io is also a book publishing platform. Lots of independent authors publish books on itch.io, including people I'm like mutuals with on like Blue Sky. Like, a lot of creators are affected by this. Like, it is huge. It is very broad. Like, and it is, right, it goes far beyond just not safe for work. Like, if we look, like I've pulled up, let's see here, I pulled up, let me refresh my scene here. So, I need to go to my likes. I've put up a bunch of likes here, so, yeah, so current issue with the payment processors, forcing adult confidence, as like I said, it's not on main, but, let's see. Oh, her game was removed because she had the word trans in it, right? Because she had the word trans in her game. Like, there's been like lots of other issues with like LGBTQ creators getting their stuff removed. Right, like a person like who had their book banned on itch.io, right, because it was a personal memoir talking about their experiences with child abuse, right? Their personal memoir was censored, right? Because itch.io considers it like illegal content. Like, it is so far reaching. It affects just about everyone. Like, even something people actually care about. Like, another game that was removed, some of the games like removed, like, was a game called Consume Me, which is like a award-winning game that was also removed from itch.io. Like, lots of games that are, like said, shouldn't be being removed. Like, lots of safe for work content has been pulled because it is tagged as queer or LGBTQIA, right? So if you're a queer creator, you're just putting content like Yuri content. A lot of people say Yuri content is being removed from itch.io. Furry content is being removed from itch.io. Like, it's so broad and sweeping, right? If you might think it doesn't affect you, it does, and it's only going to get worse. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, right, you thought Steam was okay, whatever, Steam. It's just, I don't play games like that. But now itch.io, it's like literally, it's so far reaching that it's, removing so much stuff. And like, they updated their terms of service recently, and people have talked about like how broad this is, right? It's right, pretty much I said, like, this policy here says, our policy is not an invitation to push boundaries, but except for violations of this result in administrative action are permanent, no chance of appeal. Any funds on account will not be eligible for payment. There is no second chance. So HIO says, we are not going to pay creators and we're just going to steal their money. Like, they're just stealing people's money now. Like, so itch.io is a platform. I mean, Itch is dead. Like, don't, like, you can't defend them anymore. Like, they are absolutely dead. There is no comeback from this. And people have talked about, like, how broad, like, their guidelines are, because these are pretty broad. Like, actually, someone made a joke post. I kind of talked like they're vague, right? And it pretty much is like, again, this just means furry. Like, some of these, again, they're broad. They're not very well defined, but because of you have this one with their new restrictions here, it's like, well, if HIO is like, well, we just don't like that, we're just gonna steal your money, right? So a lot of creators that are literally removing their content from the platform because they don't want to get banned. Like, right here, this is one of my mutuals. They just removed a horror novel from itch.io to try to avoid a permanent irreversible ban because guidelines are so broad and vague. Like, people aren't even sure like what's allowed or not anymore, and people are making jokes about how like the Holy Bible would probably be banned under the new guidelines. The works of William Shakespeare would probably get banned under the new guidelines. So this is a threat to anybody who cares about freedom of speech, right? Like I said, because some weirdo Christian conservatives, again, this group also successfully got Grand Theft Auto 5 removed from store shelves in Australia from places like Target and Kmart. They removed those games from Australia. And like I said, this group, just pretty bad. It's pretty bad stuff here. Like, they also targeted Detroit Become Human. It's just so broad, so broad. Right. Also, this is a group that's also was like trying to tell trans people to self-harm. Right. Like I said, they're just such an awful group. And again, the founder of this group was also the same founder of the Women's Forum Australia, which is far right politics, anti-abortion, anti-trans, believed in conspiracy theories about Wi-Fi. Like, these people are just very, very dangerous people. Like I said, they're literally fascists. Unfortunately, there is a global fascist movement that wants to censor all art, censor, like, pretty much take away all civil rights. But yeah, no, they're all like then homophobic, anti-abortion Christian group. Yeah, like it's bad. But yeah, no, here it is. So 21,000. So there's 28,114 games. Now there's just 7,008 games on Itch. So over 20,000 games removed. Over 20,000 games removed. I mean, it's such a mind-boggling number of games. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, seriously. And this is a problem with the payment processors, like, right? Because this collective shout group, right? All they did was they had like, were putting a lot of pressure on the payment processors, having a lot, bombarding them with like phone calls and emails and stuff to try to get all this stuff delisted. Right, and there's pretty much what you can do. Like, if you are a person concerned about this, is you can call the payment processor. If you have a Visa card, you should call Visa in whatever your jurisdiction. Just look up there. They have a customer support line. Call them, flood them. Like, if you have a MasterCard, same thing. If you have a PayPal account, same thing. If you have a Stripe account, same thing. Just, we can put pressure on those payment processors well. And also, but if you're in another country like Europe or something, you should put the pressure on the EU to create their own payment system so they don't have to rely on foreign countries. Because like the European Union, most of them rely on cards like Visa, MasterCard. They rely on PayPal. Like, they rely on foreign payment processors, right, based in the United States. And I think, like I said, if you're a European, you might want to, do that. It's just so frustrating to see this. Like, it's so like what? I mean, and it's not hard to see this escalating into like right into more games. Like I said, they came after Grand Theft Auto. They actually got it removed from stores and like Target. It's not hard to imagine that like popular game like maybe say Baldur's Gate 3 gets removed from Steam in the near future because there's a few scenes that are a bit spicy, right? Or does this end? Do they try to keep going till every game is banned? Like, they finally get Pong removed. Every game's gone. Now there's no more video games. So I think that might be the end goal. I mean, these people are dangerous. Like, this is why you have to be very wary of, like I said, these, global, like, conservative movements who want to tell you to hate queer people, to tell you to hate art, to tell you to hate porn or sex work, whatever. Like, you have to stand up for human rights. And as I said, this is only going to get worse. We're on the wrong trajectory right now. And if you don't stand up now, it's going to get worse. I'm sorry, like I said, anyway. Like, I don't have too much more to say on this. I know it's not my normal type of video, but I just felt it's super important to talk about this. And, yeah, and if you're new to my channel, I am a gaming YouTuber. I mostly do, like, Let's Plays and stuff, but I recently became a VTuber. If you want to see my VTuber debut, you can find that one down below. As always, thank you for watching.